Oxford, how you doing? Oh, it's one of those things, it's brilliant. You can always tell alcohol helps so much, because at a gig, when you say that, when people have had a good few hours to sink some point, to go, how you doing? And everyone goes, "Way!" You do it in an install when everyone's just come out of work and no one's had a beer yet. And you go, how you doing? And everyone goes, yes. So let's try it again. How you doing? Noisy, good. With quite a clean finish as well, aren't we? My name's Frank Turner, I come from Winchester. Thank you for coming for the install. The internet apparently works, that's good to know. And I'm going to play a bunch of songs, if that's alright with you. Yeah, we'll see how we go. So, not everyone grows up to be an astronaut. Not everyone was born to be a king. Not everyone can be Freddie Mercury, but everyone can raise a glass and sing. Well, I haven't always been a perfect person, and I haven't done what Mum and Dad had dreamed, but on the day I die I'll say at least I fucking tried. And that's the only eulogy I need. That's the only eulogy I need. Let's inherit the earth, if no one else is taking it. Come on, do your worst, before the moment's past. The legends across England and all the Western world. There's posters and there's magazines, the music isn't ours. Cause we write love songs and see you reading politics and dream. We sing songs about our friends and even so tear down the stars now and take up your guitars. And come on folks and try this at home. Let's stop waiting around for someone to patronise us. Let's hammer out a sound. Let's meet you where we've been. So we're gonna pair the haircuts and the stupid skinny jeans. Let's stampede down the irony, media fed scenes. Cause we write love songs and see you in politics and dream. We sing songs about our friends and even so tear down the stars now and take up your guitars. And come on folks and try this at home. Because the only thing the punk rock should ever really mean is we're sitting around and waiting for the lights to go green. And I'm thinking that you're better cause you're sit up on a stage. But you're so fucking different, who cares what you have to say? Because there's no such thing as rock stars, there's just people who play music. And some of them are just like us and some of them are dicks. So quick, turn off your stereo, pick up that pen and paper. Yeah, you can do much better than Skinny Harper's English country singer. Cause we write love songs and sing, we do politics and dream. We sing songs about our friends and even so tear down the stars now and take on your guitars. And come on folks and try this at home. I just realised I began that with two songs that have swear words in them, and there's some children standing directly in front of me. I once, 20 years ago, did an install back in the days when sort of 4 people would show up, and I played a song that had some swearing in, and an irate father came up to me afterwards and told me he was going to kick my fucking head in for swearing in front of his children, which I thought was bizarre. But there's no telling with some people. Anyway, I'm going to play a bunch of new songs and then we'll do a couple of old ones. How's that sound? So this is a song about my grandmother. You know, it's funny, but in introducing this song I've been trying to kind of rotate the anecdotes about her, because there's quite a few. So let's go with this one today. It was her 80th birthday party. I was about 11 years old, something like that. And my parents told me that I was allowed to have 1/2 glass of champagne, right? And that was it, that was all the alcohol I was having. So I had my 1/2 glass of champagne, and then my grandmother took me aside and showed me that if you got some Ribena and a non-champagne glass, and then put Ribena and filled it up with champagne, you could then drink champagne all day without Mum and Dad realising that that's what you were doing. So I did, and I got so hammered I actually fell down a long carpeted flight of stairs in the front of my face and ended up with a giant crescent of carpet burn around here, which my gran thought was absolutely hilarious. My mother, on the other hand, not quite so impressed. Anyway, my granny was awesome. She was called Peggy. This song's called Peggy Sang the Blues.
Don't be scared. Got me a few words of wisdom that I came back to share. And she said, it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you go. No one gets to remember the things they didn't do. Said, Peggy, won't you stay here for a while? We can drink whiskey and we can play cards and we can get wild. She said, we'll play poker and we'll play for keeps. I only play angels lately and they never let me cheat. And she said, it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you go. Made of glass, but I always kept an open house, and yeah, I always did right by my friends. And when I got to St. Peter's Gate, I told the keeper that I'm not the one who needs to make amends. 'Cause better times are coming, better times ahead. No one gets to remember too long in bed. Peggy said, it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you go. No one gets remembered who says this off the side, things they didn't do. Peggy said my blows was a drifting off. Peggy sang the blues as it drifted off. Peggy sang the blues as it drifted off. Oh, Peggy sang the blues. Peggy sang the blues.
It's a little bit hot in here, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say, I really shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to anyway. We played Download Festival last night. Is anyone there?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Have you had a shower since? I haven't. And I've played another gig today as well. So I'm going to be a disgusting human being come signing. It's all my ploy to make people not hang around too long. I'm joking. Can I have some? Thanks, pal. Right, let's see. This is a song. What song am I playing next? This one. This is a song about my last will and testament in a funny way. And it sounds different to this on the record, but this is kind of a fun way of playing it when I don't have the might of the sleeping souls behind me and needs to batter the audience into submission. Anyway, this song's called One Foot Before the Other. On the very day I die, the very last of my desires is that you take my broken body and commit it to the fire. And then when the fire is finished, scrape the ashes in a tin and take them down to London's drinking reservoirs and throw them in. So respect infinitesimal and my mortal remains will slide down 7 million throats and into 7 million veins, and I will creep through their capillaries to the marrow of their bones, and they will wake to bright new mornings, and then words of seed they'll know that I remain. I am remembered. And when they die they'll burn their bodies or be buried in the mud. And I will creep through streams and rivers like a virus through a host. From the hamlets to the cities, from the rivers to the coast, from there into the channel and across the great Atlantic Ocean, and ever onwards to the new world through the water's gentle motion, until parts of me are part of every landmass, every sea. In the rain upon your crops, in the very air you breathe, I remain. I am remembered. I remain. I am remembered. And all the things I love will be washed away in the rain. I remain. I'm not convinced of the existence of these things that don't exist yet, by Jewish boys with big ideas and scratches on their wrists, by a loving or a vengeful God, or one who'd condescend to wash his hands down in the mire among the misery of men, or by ever turning circles hanging timeless in the sky, like a dream catcher distracting from the fact you're gonna die. But I place one foot before the other, confident because I know that everything we are right now is everything that was. The Wat Tyler, Woody Guthrie, Dostoevsky and Davy Jones have all dissolved into the ether and have crept into my bones, and all the cells and all the lines on the backs of both my hands were carved into the details 2 feet upon the sand. So we remain. We are remembered. We remain. We are remembered. And all the things we love will be washed away in the rain. We remain. People outside as well. Hello, people outside.
I'll just take these posters out. See it.
Yes, let more sun into the room. That's what we all need. Alright, I'm going to play 2 more new songs and then some hits. How about that?
I think I need the Frank Turner playing in some
I'd like to say thanks, by the way, to Robin and everyone at Truck Records for having me today. Who's gone to Truck Festival? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. I might be taking mushrooms in a field in Cornwall. Children, children, damn it. Damn it. Anyway, this is a song about listening to Bruce Springsteen in the snow. To my house through the snow from the station, when Springsteen came clear in my headphones with a pertinent question. Oh, is love really real? Can any of us hope for redemption? Or are we all merely biding our time down to lonely conclusions? Darling, let me take your hand as I talk you through this. How loneliness etched into deep-seated psychosis, lying awake in crowded hotel rooms, focused on tape hits. When the failings lay clear on the ceiling, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. Try not turn into my father. But if I only ever skip out his choices, will I ever choose better? Oh, the sad truth is that the grass, it will always seem greener. So I left you alone in a restaurant in London in winter. You deserve better. Each of us is made up of a tally of mistakes and successes. Then my hour in that restaurant makes my score less than impressive. Oh, but each can be redeemed by the courage with which he confesses. So darling, I miss you, your music and your musk and your kisses. I don't think I can do this. Right. It's so hot in here. So listen, the other thing I was going to say, so, God, Oxford, what lovely people you. The queuing thing outside was a mistake. Basically, my friend Matt came along a little bit early and sat down outside, and everyone else, because you're so nice and polite in this town, decided it must be a queue and started queuing. And we were all sat in here and there was no people, and it was like, oh man, no one's coming to this install. Just went and had a look out the door and went, oh, right, okay, lots of people come to the install, they're just too polite to come in. So, well done you, and so there's that, and obviously the thing that no one's been drinking, or, well, I don't know, have you? Okay. You know, I can hear more singing along coming from the people who just said yes already, so my theory's correct. Anyway, so we're going to try and confound all the stereotypes about Oxford and about installs and about it being 6 PM. And we're going to have a sing-along, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Alright, I'm hoping... Who's actually got a copy of the new album already?
3 copies.
3 copies.
3 copies.
Put 3 hands up.
3.
Thank you, that's very kind. So, I'm hoping that most people know the words to this one, because this song's been around for a while, but it is still technically a new song. It's a song about rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. So let's sing this one together, particularly the sing-along bit, and that goes to the people outside as well. Hey, yeah, friends and Romans, countrymen. Hey, yeah, punks and skins and journeymen. Hey, yeah, my sisters and my brethren, the time it's coming near. Come ye, to the solar stop where circus stops. Come ye, to the toilet circuit touring stops. Come ye,
Laughter